Hi, my name is Spencer Thomas, and I'm recording this from Indiana in the United States. A little bit about me. I'm an engineer. I grew up in a middle income family, and I'm just trying to do my best to one day provide for my offspring and hope that they have the best life they can possibly have. But it goes beyond that. I think it's more of a human connection. I really just want to do whatever I can to make life as enjoyable as possible for those around me. Uh, it's funny when you see how interconnected everything is. I mean, as far as global economy, as far as pollution, how its far-reaching consequences lead into like everyday life. Even recently, you can see how our greenhouse effects are propagating into warming the oceans, and the northern portion of the Great Barrier Reef, up to 85% is blanched and dying. And that's all something that hypothetically could have been prevented, given that we were just a little more stringent on our emissions. It's just small changes you could see here and there that just really they resound with you because you see how preventable some of these things could have been. We got garbage floating in the middle of the ocean. Of course, we've got small tugboats trying to pull along nets and so forth to kind of wrangle all this in, but it almost seems like a hackney effort given just the grandiose amount that we've ended up putting in there. This trash is getting into our food. It's getting into our fish. We're having, less healthy food to eat. We're going to get mercury poisoning if we have too much of it. We're going to get little plastics in our digestive system if we're eating them. I mean, it all kind of like rounds and rounds around into this big issue just because we're not taking responsibility as a people. And that's really what I'd like to be a part of. I'd like to be part of some effort, some great idea where someone's really trying to make a good difference, a big difference. I can't even say I'm the smartest guy out there. I just have really good intentions. I just really want to give my all to something that I believe is a noble cause, and you know something I can really get behind, something I really support. I want to really make the world a better place for the next generation of people. Um, in a way, I feel slighted from the entire baby boomer generation, where we're paying off the national debt for some of their irresponsibility. Uh, we've got Medicare system, which I'm never going to see, pensions which are disappearing, and I'm never going to see a dollar of that. As it is right now, I should be working until I'm about 85 or until I die, working away because I won't be able to retire because I won't be able to put away enough money. If I do invest it in the stock market, I mean, what good is it going to do? It's just going to go up in thin air. I have friends who've been investing for the last 5 years as we've been getting out of college and into college, and I've asked them how well are we doing? How far along are you? And I'll get the response that, well, they're at about ground zero. They haven't made a single dollar, or they're actually at less, which is kind of sad to say that I keep getting this vibe that they are telling us we need to put all our money into stocks, and we need to like make sure that we have our our nest eggs put there, and we can't even have them in the banks either because, well, I mean, it's going to appreciate at a lower value or a lower rate than the actual rate of inflation, so it's actually going to be worth less over time, even if you are trying to store some away in some sort of responsible fashion. Uh, in a word, I feel not hopeless, just concerned right now, and I'd like to do my best to be the change that I want to see in this world. And I think a real good foothold to get me there is to meet people from different cultures and different wakes of life who have experienced and understand things in a completely different way that I've never seen. Something that truly resounds with me. Ever since I was in seventh grade, we had this girl's grandfather come in, who was one of the survivors of the Nazi concentration camps, and he told us a short story about how his best friend was part of the scout program or whatever they had over in Germany, and they told him uh, that uh, in order to get into the next step of the program, they had to go and murder a Jew, and that just happened to be him. And so he remembers vividly that his friend had come to take his life, all just because he had been essentially brainwashed into doing so. I sort of digress, but the whole idea is this. They had all these kids in this concentrated mass of people, and they pretty much told them all the same things, and they were like-minded individuals. And what the girl's grandfather said that day is the number one way to corrupt someone's mind is to have them associate with people who are exactly like themselves. And I've really tried to live a life where I surround myself with people who engender different ideals and different beliefs than myself, because I feel it's a very healthy way to go about growing your mind. Um, that's really it for now. I hope you've enjoyed this video and I haven't prattled on for too long. And I hope to hear back from you soon. Thanks.